What's up, guys? We're back again this week here to talk about the king of all exercises, the deadlift. There's a lot that I can talk about here, so I'm going to try and keep this pretty simple. I'm not going to get super technical because there is a lot between setup, stance, grips, and all that stuff. I just want to give you guys a few tips and cues that you can use to help make your deadlift more efficient and hopefully help you pull in a better position. First things first, the deadlift is not a back exercise, okay? The deadlift is a full body exercise and very much hinge dominant, so it's going to be posterior chain backside dominant. So if you're getting a severe back pump while you're doing deadlifts, it's probably because you aren't supporting through the midline the way that you should be. So first things first, you want to make sure that when you are setting up on the bar that you use a top down kind of system in your setup. And what that means is that you brace and get in position before you set up to the bar. And so you want to brace, get that back stabilized, and then bring yourself down to the bar so that you are already set up with a good torso position. A lot of times I see people set up to the bar the reverse. They set from the bottom up, meaning they come into the bar like this, they've got their back all rounded, and then they try to set up. That's really hard, especially if you do not know your body well and know how to set up. It's really easy to get into a fault where you're either too far bent or you're sitting way too far under the bar and you're overextending through your spine. So set yourself up first, then bring yourself down to the bar. They talk about bringing your lats to the bar so that your upper body, your thoracic spine is all set to that bar so you can maintain a good path. Second thing here I want to talk about is grip and when you're pulling from the ground and making sure you create tension. I see a lot of people come up, get cramped up to that bar, and then they try to bust it off of the ground, okay? And so again, you want to make sure you create tension prior to lifting that bar, okay? So get yourself set up, get down to that bar, break that bar, okay? Make some tension with your grip. Get those shoulders and lats engaged, and then create tension so that you're not just popping the bar off the ground. You're creating that tension, hovering that bar almost in a sense, and then bringing it up. Third cue is talking about how to pull from the ground, okay? Too many people come up to the bar and you picture pulling with your upper body. What that does is a lot of times people end up breaking in their upper back, and then they picture using all their arms to try to pull that bar from the ground. You want to picture the reverse. You want to picture you're pushing the ground away from you. So you're using those legs, locking in your body and pushing the ground away from you to bring the bar off the ground. You're not pulling it up the ground. You're pushing with your feet away from the ground. So get a good setup, break that bar, make sure everything's locked in, push away, squeeze that butt, and do not overlock out. Again, those are just a few of the cues. There's always a setup of a wider sumo setup versus conventional. I like the conventional better. Everybody uses a little bit different setup, but those are a couple quick, simple things that you can do to help with your deadlift. Again, this carries over very well to a young daughter that you need to pick up off the ground all the time. So get good here because you can take those mechanics home for when you're picking up anything off the ground. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.